Hello guys and welcome to a new episode of The Football Show. Today we're going to talk about uh, tonight's Premier League games, also tomorrow's Premier League games, and also tonight's games from other European leagues, including the Madrid derby. But let's start with the Premier League first. Brentford beat Manchester United 3-1. Um, Again, inconsistency shown again why Manchester United never won back-to-back games under Ruben Amorim. I mean, can you imagine that they've never won back-to-back Premier League games under Ruben Amorim? I mean, it's crazy. But Brentford deserved to win. I think they played really well. The first goal maybe should have been a foul from the build-up, but quick counter-attack from Brentford and they capitalised on it. Second goal once again scored by Igor Thiago. Then Benjamin Šeško scored, gets his first goal for Manchester United 60 minutes later. And then United get penalty where it was the right decision to give a penalty, but why it wasn't a red card, I don't know why. Because he was the last man, he pulled him over. Because if he didn't pull him over, then women could have smashed it. But sometimes it's difficult to know this kind of refereeing decisions. However, Bruno Fernandes missed a penalty again. I mean, to see him miss two penalties in the same season, when he also missed against Fulham. I mean, it's very rare for a player like Bruno Fernandes, who's usually good on penalties. And then Matthias Jensen to nail the coffin, score the third goal, and Brentford win 3-1. And great win for Brentford, great win for Keith Andrews as well, who's been received a lot of question marks. I don't know why really. But Man United once again they fail in this game. Leeds United drew 2-2 with Bournemouth. Chelsea capitulate by losing 3-1 to Brighton. I mean, before the red card, Chelsea looking good. Chelsea were doing well. They were winning 1-0 thanks to Enzo Fernandez. They were looking good. And then where they started to go all wrong was the red card from Trevor Chalobah. And once again, Chelsea shoot themselves in the foot and they capitulate. And like Enzo Maresca says in the press conference, they're giving away presents. Red card against United, and then for 45 minutes they were playing against other team with extra men, and they conceded 2 goals and they're losing 2-0. And this game, same thing, similar thing. They get the red card and then completely capitulate. 2 goals from Danny Welbeck, who I thought looked very good, and 2 goals were very, very good goals from him. Maxim D. Cooper scored the second goal as well. So great win for Brighton. You have to give them a lot of credit. Yes, you could say, they got a bit lucky with the red card of Chelsea, but you have to give them credit because they fully capitalised on it and they beat Chelsea quite comfortably, and I would say. But again, Chelsea again, you can't give away presents if you want to compete for the Premier League title, which I don't think Chelsea can, by the way, because defensively and the goalkeeper they have are not good enough. You can't keep giving away presents. You can't rely on trying to win all the time with 10 men. You're leaving yourselves in a big risk, and that's what Chelsea did. They massively capitulated, and Chelsea's their form since international break. Draw away to Brentford, lose to Bayern Munich, lose to the worst Manchester United side you'll ever imagine. They were a bit lucky to beat Lincoln City, by the way. I thought Lincoln were better than Chelsea in that game, if you watch that game. And then they lose this game to Brighton. Is Maresca under pressure? I don't think so. I don't think yet he's under pressure. But at the same time, Chelsea have to stop this run of form, because they can't continue like that, especially for a team like Chelsea this showed the absence of Cole Palmer. If you look at the record of Chelsea in the games they play when Palmer's not around, it's a very poor record. Honestly, it's a they have a very poor record when Palmer's not around. So are Chelsea really a one-man team, or are they because most of the play, most of the creativity is gone when Palmer's not there. But they still got good players. They got the likes of Estevao, João Pedro. They've still got decent players and who can do well. Yeah, not as much as Palmer, but it seems like the whole spine of the attack is mostly gone when Palmer's not around. And yes, this game didn't get decided by it got decided by a red card, so it has not much relation to what I'm talking about, but it's still part of it, right? And again, Chelsea, they lose again, so they have to stop this run of bad form. Um, Manchester City beat Burnley 5-1. Two own goals, goal from Matthias Nunes, and two goals from Erling Haaland. Comfortable win for Man City, no problem, easy. And go back to the Chelsea Brighton game. Like they need Chelsea need to keep their heads. They can't lose their heads because you look at the red card before the red card. The Chelsea were trying to play and then they lose the ball stupidly from one of the I think it was Hato. I think it was Hato if I'm not mistaken, or yeah Hato. I think Hato or one of the Chelsea defenders, and they lose the ball stupidly, and then the Brighton player was through on goal, and Chalobah had no choice to make, and then red card. So, Chelsea need to stop these mistakes in order for this kind of red cards for things to happen, just like this game and also the Sanchez one in Old Trafford. Even though that was more on Sanchez's side because that was idiotic from him. So yeah. But yeah, let's go to Crystal Palace against Liverpool. Liverpool lose their first game of the season. They end up. This is the first game they don't win in the Premier League, and two games they haven't won this season. In all competitions, if you want to include the Community Shields, both have come against Crystal Palace. Seems like Crystal Palace is Liverpool's kryptonite. Crystal Palace started the game really well. I thought they deserved to win. Liverpool were awful, especially in the first half. But I want to give credit first of all to Crystal Palace because they played fantastically well in the first half. Ismaila Sarr once again scored against Liverpool. Remember a couple of years ago when he ended Liverpool's chances because Liverpool were that close. They were like 5-4 games away from breaking Arsenal's invincible record, and he ended that Liverpool's unbeaten record. And once again he ends another unbeaten record for Liverpool. One of the players who did that because I don't want to also forget Nketiah. But Sarr, fantastic goal, and Crystal Palace were looking very, very good. They played very, very well. It's not like Crystal Palace when they went 1-0 up, they were like, oh, let's sit back, let's hold for our nerves. No, they went for it. They capitalized on Liverpool's weaknesses, and I would say they targeted Kanate and Bradley because those are the weaknesses that came from Liverpool's defense. Kirkas, yes, he's been not performing badly, but I think they're mostly targeted from Bradley and Kanate's side because Bradley is not bad, but he's not good enough. Kanate this season has not been performing great. Is it because of the rumours going to Real Madrid, making him, effectively not perform great? And Kirkas not a good performance, but going back to Crystal Palace, they were fantastic. I mean, if it wasn't for Alisson, like Crystal Palace should have been easily winning 5-6-0 in the first half. They were really, really that good. Ismaila Sarr with the goal. Mateta had lots of chances to score. Sarr with chances as well. And they hit the post and so many great saves from Alisson. They were really, really good. Crystal Palace. They were amazing, fantastic, and they really battered Liverpool in that first half. And yes, you could blame Liverpool because Liverpool should have done better, and they were not great at all. But you have to give a lot of credit to Crystal Palace. They played fantastically well. And then the second half, Liverpool slightly got better, slightly. And then Slot, when Liverpool couldn't still score, he had to bring in solutions. He brought all the attackers. He brought Kaiser. He brought Gakpo. He brought Frimpong, and then it worked. Kaiser came on and scored 1-1, and then you think like, oh, here we go, 87th minute, Liverpool score. Oh, by the way, the first goal from Ismaila Sarr, that should have not been a corner, by the way, because that goal led to a corner and then they scored. Crystal Palace. That should have been a goal kick, not corner. But even though Crystal Palace deserved to win, that was part of it. Like, I don't understand why it was a goal corner when it was a goal kick. But anyway, Liverpool equalised 1-1 from case, and you think like, oh, here we go. Liverpool again, mentality monsters. They're gonna score another goal to win it in the game. And to be honest, I thought the last minute winner was gonna come from Liverpool, was not from Eddie Nketiah. Honestly, like basically Liverpool got Liverpooled. They got a taste of the old medicine. You know, they could see that the winning goal. Happened. The winning goal happened from Crystal Palace side against Liverpool. So when you thought it was the say other round, but lots of credit to Crystal Palace. Like great, and people say that why there was more minutes. It was 6 minutes at a time. Why there was one more minute. Well, I think mainly was because of Salah's handball check for the goal against Chiesa, if I'm not mistaken. By the way, I don't know why that goal stood. Honestly, I don't know why that goal stood. But anyway, and then the second goal in Ketia. Well, okay, yes. People say, oh, but the referee added one more minute, but it's the only chance. It's the last chance of the game, and Liverpool. It should be a time for Liverpool players to wake up because it's the last chance. It's the last minute, and then if you do the job, then okay, you go home at least with a point because Crystal Palace are not easy side to play against. There's a reason why they're beaten for so many games. Leave at least Selhurst Park with a point, despite not being played well. But Crystal Palace, they find a way to win. Great finish from Ketia, great finish, and the irony that I think the two goals that Crystal Palace scored have come from two assists from Mark Gui. I mean, very ironic considering he should have went to Liverpool in the transfer window. But great win for Crystal Palace. They deserve to win. I think it would have been a shame if Crystal Palace didn't win this game because they were fantastic. They deserve to win, especially that first half. I thought they were fantastic. Goals from Son and Ketia, very good. But from Liverpool's side, I was surprised because how poor they were in the first half. Like Salah, not a good performance from him. I mean, his performances this season, Salah has not been great. Let's not forget that. Verts, I thought he did okay, but not enough. McAllister, I mean, it seems like, as Arne Slot said in press conference, it seems like he's been playing from his injury he's had last season. So why don't Liverpool rectify that? Why don't fix the injury of McAllister so that you can make sure that he's 100% fit to play every single game? Because there's a reason why he's not been playing a lot of games, McAllister, this season. Why is it taking it this long? So yeah, but defensively, Liverpool were very poor. Konate, Kirkus, Bradley not good enough. Curtis Jones not great. Frimpong not great as well. But there's one thing that stood out for me was from Arne Slot press conference when he said that one player ran out and cost us the game. Who's he talking about? I would like to know who he's talking about. Is he talking about Gakpo? Maybe. Is he talking about Curtis Jones for the goal? Well, yeah, I don't know. For the winning goal, I don't know. But I'm really interested in which player is he talking about. Because it could be like it could be the whole defense. It could be, who knows. But great win for Crystal Palace. They hugely deserve to win. And Isaac, I thought he did okay. He had a couple of chances to score in the second half. But yeah, very important win for Crystal Palace. Good win. And Liverpool lose their first game of the season. Sunderland beat Nottingham Forest away 1-0 away from home. Ange Postecoglou is still winless. Sunderland, they're having a great start to the season. Amazing Premier League season so far. 4th position they're in right now. So amazing for them. Tottenham drew 1-1 with Wolves. They scored the equaliser from João Paulinho. Wolves will win 1-0 thanks to a goal from Santiago Bueno, but then the winning goal from João Paulinho to secure a draw at least for Tottenham. And he took his shirt off as well. I don't know why he was celebrating because a draw against Wolves for Tottenham is not good enough, especially at home. I don't know, maybe he'll learn from Ekiteke, I don't know. But yeah, let's move on to the other games in other leagues.